Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another live edition of Dom Sicali's Mafia Roundtable. Hope everybody's having a great day. Today is definitely a sad day for more reasons than one. We'll go into that. But before we do our usual, we say hello to everybody. Let's just take a minute, say our prayers for all the victims in 9/11, that tragic day back in 2001. And then also what happened yesterday, Charlie Kirk and his family. May they find some type of peace, knowing at least he's in a better place than being here. It's sad. I'm just speechless with it. And let's just hope they get through it all as best as they can. And, you know, his wife has the strength to move on with the kids, and just it's going to be difficult, really difficult. So let's all prayers and thoughts go out to their family and also the victims in 9/11. So with that, Scully, good to see you. Tina, uh, Parker Street Girl, Kathleen, Shay, Tina again. Who else? As we scroll down, Anthony, Michael, good afternoon. Big Arms, Giant Provolone, Giles, Step. Um, what else we have? Blue, Shay, John Haas, SP, Big Arms, Donna, East Coast Wolf, Scott, Raphael, Scully, Moji Boy, good to see you. Oh, this thing's skipping on me. So Peter Armstrong, Bronx Bull, good to see everybody coming on. Scott Gulf, what's up? Yeah, well, folks, it's really, really a sad day yesterday, and again, my condolences goes out to the Kirk family and also all the families from 9/11. Between yesterday, now we'll have two memorable days in September. September 10th, with the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and then with all our 9/11 victims on the following day, September 11th. And it's really sad. It's really sad because this kid had such a promising future. Never did I see him use any profanity, get really disrespectful. He voiced his opinion. Sometimes he was strong on it. There's nothing wrong with that, folks. There's nothing wrong on it. And it was sad when I first saw the shot. It was on X. Somebody sent it to me. And after I realized it wasn't fake, and I'll go into it. I've seen people get shot close up, as we all know. And I'm smiling because it's just, I didn't think I'd say that. But when I saw all that blood come out of the neck after he was shot, Charlie was dead within 30 seconds. So at least we know he died quickly. He didn't suffer. There had to be about 2 pints that came out, gushed out. And I've never seen blood come out like that, even with bad leg injuries where people lost half their leg, where everything was open. I've never seen it just pour out like that. It was just, that definitely hit the carotid artery, and it just gushed. There had to be easy 2 pints that just spewed out. It wasn't even a pump. It was just a gush, like a fire hydrant opening up. And that was sad. And I just found out today, listening to Stephen A. Smith, he said that the wife and the two kids were in the audience. So that made it even more difficult for them, that she had to see her husband and the kids. They're young. Hopefully they won't remember it. But really, it's sad. It's sad. And I have to give it to Chris Cuomo. Chris Cuomo, shout out to you. You're definitely wise beyond your years. You are definitely a gentleman, no matter, listen, if you're Democrat, Republican, it doesn't matter. And I agree with that 1000%. Everybody needs to come together. And it's sad. It's sad because the left and the right, the hard left, hard right, guys, you destroyed this country. You destroyed it for our children, for these kids growing up. You know why I say you destroyed it? Everything is publicized. All your meetings in Congress, everything is publicized. And the way you speak, the way you treat one another, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. You're supposed to be role models. You're supposed to be acting on our behalf, representing us, the people. And it's a damn disgrace the way you guys act, the way you treat one another, because there's disagreements. And it's sad. It's a sad day because you have to look at yourselves in the mirror, really, because somebody doesn't agree with your opinion or your value. You're going to be disrespectful and condescending in the way you speak to them, and they're the villains. They're evil because they don't see your way. Come on. You're supposed to be representing us, but what type of lesson are you showing these kids? And that's what was different with Chris Cuomo. He values, he respects. We might not always agree, but you know what? I still respect you as a person. And Charlie Kirk, another one. Granted, he had strong values, Christian values, believed in God, strong believer in God, religious belief, believed in there shouldn't be any abortions. I don't agree with him with that. I don't agree. But, you have to respect his values on it. You have to respect his values on it. And also with border crossings. And so what? He had a hard stance. He didn't agree with you people. But he deserves to die. And Matthew Dow of MSNBC, you should be ashamed of yourself. You're a disgrace. Nobody should ever hire you again. And if you come on social media, you should be banned. You are an utmost disgrace. You're a foul person for a human being. To come and talk about Charlie Kirk like he deserved it, and I'll quote his words. He's being one of the most divisive young figures who is constantly pushing. No, he's constantly talking about his values. He's constantly trying to show people we could disagree, but it's all good. Wow. You're basically going to say, Chris Dowse, what he said, and people, I put it up in the link below if you want to see that commentary. Look at it. It's disgusting. This hate speech. Well, Chris, what hate speech? What hate speech did this kid do? Talking about God, how he believes in God? Talking about abortions, that you're supposed to preserve life, that life starts at conception? That's hateful? Because he disagrees with you? That's hateful? You're out of your mind. You're a piece of garbage, Chris. Chris also goes, I always go back to hateful thoughts, go back to hateful words, which leads to hateful actions. Really? Really? So this kid deserved, let's say he was saying something hateful. Let's just say. So he deserves to die for that? You got to be out of your damn mind. You got to be out of your damn mind. You know how I tell you people, I would never look to, man, that man deserves a crack right across his mouth. I'll show you hateful actions. I'll show you hateful actions. So the world hears you say that. You're a piece of garbage, Matt. You're a piece of garbage to say something like that. And then he goes on to say, I think that this environment, we are people, we just can't stop. With these hateful thoughts, you have these awful words, and you expect awful actions to take place. You know what, MSNBC? Thank God you stood up and fired his ass. And nobody should ever hire him. You're a piece of garbage. You are a piece of garbage to say that. Why? Because he was different than you. He had different values than you. He was a Christian. He was heavily into God. Who knows what you are, Matthew? Who knows what you are? You're a piece of garbage. That's what you are. And it's people like you that are destroying this country. Destroying it. You know, and also on that video, there's people interviewing. They interviewed, I think, one guy and two girls, maybe more. They say, hey, Charlie Kirk just got shot. What do you think about it? One person said happy, happy, happy that he lost his life. She's happy, or he. The other person, which was a woman, said that's good. Charlie just got shot. What do you think about it? That's good. And then another girl, a girl, Charlie Kirk just got shot. What do you think about it? She's sitting down. Girl, someone had to do it. Wow. This is what this world is coming to. Wow. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. And you know who I blame? The parents, the teachers, the politicians, everybody. Everybody out there. It's a damn disgrace. If my son ever said that, I'd take him by the neck and put him up against the wall. How dare you say something like that? How dare you? Where's the values? Where's the values for human life? Yeah, folks, I'm beyond pissed. I really am. I really am. For 2 days, I've been steaming. And then to hear this, people coming on saying this? Are you kidding me? And the title, you have to watch the video. It's in the link. And the commentators go on and say, what side of politics? Wow, Chris Kirk just got shot. This is disgusting. It's disgusting. Really. Because you have Democrats, you have Republicans. So all the Democratic news sources, let's just knock this kid, this young man. Let's just knock him. You know, we don't value life because we have disagreements. We don't view same political views he sees. We feel differently. So we'll just knock him and good he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. More power to us. No, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. You know what? I was a high-ranking Mafia member, and I never treated people like that. I've killed people. Without a doubt, like this. And like I said, I have no remorse. You know why? Because they were killing me. They were looking to kill me. Certain people were. I have remorse for the families, for the mothers, the fathers, the children, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends. That's who I have remorse for. They didn't deserve to have that heartache. That's where my remorse comes in. But this kid did nothing wrong in life. What did he do? He actually, if you look at him, yeah, sometimes he's harsh with his words because that's his stance, that's his belief. But in his debates, he goes back and forth, very quick, witty, on his feet, very well versed, and he engaged all people. And I've seen people could lash out at him, call him ugly. Oh, look how disgusting you look. And he never came back at them like that. It's really a sad day. It's a sad day what this country has come to. And we call us a powerhouse, the best country in the world. What's good about it? What's good about it? You know what? I'll go back to 9/11. At least 9/11 was a catastrophic day. And I was in the city that day. I was down there that morning at the Mercantile Exchange. The only reason why I did not go back through that tunnel to take the FDR drive, because there was a bus accident. On my way down, I saw a bus accident, traffic. Otherwise, who knows? Who knows how close I would have been to it when it came down. But and at least 9/11, it brought everybody together. Nobody cared about Democrats, Republicans. We were one. We were united. And hearing people on social media talk bad about this young man, like his life was meaningless. You know what? If I took a bullet in the back of my head right now or in my neck, my life is meaningless. Who was I? I was a low-life thug scumbag. That's who I was. I'm just conforming these last 12 years. I was a low-life scumbag. I never did anything, really. I did help people, but nothing like this kid did. This kid didn't deserve it. He was innocent. So if people said, good for Dominic. Good, he got shot. He's dead. Good for him. He deserved it. He's a rat. He did this. He did that. He killed people. Good for him. Cool. I'm all right with that. I would be all right with that. My family might not be, but I would be because it's right. But for this kid, for people to say that, wow, this is what this country is coming to, because he believed in securing the borders. He believed in these illegal aliens coming here, bringing drugs, prostituting women, kidnapping kids, raping kids. He believed that shouldn't happen, so he's wrong. He's the devil. He believes in Christian beliefs. You should follow God. You should pray God. God will look after you. So he's the devil. You should believe in not aborting a fetus when in conception, because it's a life. He's the devil. And I disagree with him on that. I believe there should be a term. Should be a term, because if there's rape, if there's something, should be maybe 4 to 6 weeks. They find out 4 to 6 weeks, maybe 8, maybe, but where they could get an abortion. I believe that. But you know what? It's disgusting. It really is. It's disgusting the way this country's acting. And Chris Cuomo said it best. We need to stop dividing and unite. We have to start respecting. Okay, just because somebody don't agree with us, you go on these talk shows and the bitterness, like The View, the bitterness for Trump, get over it. Your candidate lost. Get over it. Move on. You should be spewing out better things. You know what? I didn't care for Trump. I didn't want Trump to win. But at the end of the day, let's all try to work together. Hopefully he'll see. He'll work with us. We can work. We can meet in the middle somewhere. But no, they just want to be one way. Let's prosecute. He's no good. They're no good. You get nowhere in life. Look what happens. Look what happens. Because you get these young kids. And my thought, folks, when he was shot, I knew he was dead. I knew it right away. I know the reports were saying, well, he's in critical condition. That kid did not make it past 30 seconds. I know the way the blood just gushed. I've never in my life seen blood come out like that. And I've seen a lot of blood in my life. I had a lot of blood on my hands. Never seen it come out like that. And it was sad. It was sad. It was so sad it looked fake. Kid had to lose about 2 pints like that. Immediately. That's just what spew out. Who knows what went inside and the other way. So, I mean, it was just horrific. But one thing we know, he didn't suffer. He didn't suffer. He would lose lights out. And that was it. By the time they had, I'm telling you, within 15 to 30 seconds, he was dead. He bled out. And it's sad. It's really a sad day. It's sad. And then just to hear people, like, instead of saying, I feel for his family, just because you don't like his beliefs, you're saying it's good. It's good he got killed. Wow. Folks, it's just really, it's disgusting what this world has come to. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. Let's take some questions. Snake, thank you for the contribution. Cuz, I love you too. Thank you. Thanks for keeping it real, Dom USA. Never forget 9/11. Thank you for the contribution, Snake. Also, Timothy O'Reilly, thank you for the contribution. Timothy says, hit that like button, folks. Hit the like button. Roxanne says, we are in end times. We are. We're close to it, Roxanne. No doubt about it. I mean, this country, everything, it's just falling apart to shit. Soldiers for Christ's sake, don't forget about the interview tonight, Dom. I'm not coming on tonight. We'll reschedule that. I apologize. I'm just in no mood. I'm just too emotional with this. It bothers me. It really does. Big arms usually hit, they hit the low these days. Yes, they did. And it's sad. It's sad. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to say I'm an American. I'm embarrassed. So I really am. I really am. These kids, nose piercings, wild hair. Good. I'm glad he's dead. Wow. Greg, those type of people have no pull on the streets. Listen, they have no pull in life. They're just really that hateful. To be that hateful, to hate, like, Then you hear commentators who were on the other side of the aisle that knew him, loved them, loved them. Politicians loved them, even loved them. They probably wish they had a young Democrat like that, a young left guy like that. It's just sad. It's really, really sad. Smith says, Dom, give yourself a break. You're passed over. You are forgotten. You're forgiven if you want. Christ is there for you too. We love you, friend. Well, thank you. Thank you. No, I know that. I know. It's just sad. It's really a sad day. All the way around. All the way around. Because people, I look at it like, wow, I was a villain out there. I was a thug in the streets. And if I turned my life around, I changed. And don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. But what did this kid do to deserve this? And mark my words, there's more than one person involved in this. I don't believe, now I'm speculating, but I don't believe in coincidence. Meaning, it's funny how he's talking and brings out the gun topic, all of a sudden, pop, he gets popped. Somebody brought out the gun topic. He said something about guns, killings, boom, he gets hit. And just the way things went down. Yep. Clayton says divide and conquer. Jeff says between us, great interview with Frances. Well, thank you. Thank you. Sarasota Beach Bun. Thank you, Dom. You're expressing how I feel. It's hard. It's hard. It hurts. Charlie Kirk, this Mitchell March, Arts, The Omen. Charlie Kirk was a good man. Prayers for him. America is in the gutter. You're not shitting. You're not shitting. When people come out and start saying disparaging things about this young man, it's sad. It's a sad day. Sam the Man says, James haters gonna hate. Let's go on. John. Media fosters hate, then act shocked and outraged when something bad happens. Yeah, but the media, then there's just a lot of hateful things. There's a lot of people out there saying good things about him. Everybody's shocked. Everybody's torn. I'm torn, and I didn't even know him like that. I didn't know him at all. I just watched him. I love watching him, hearing him speak, how quick he was, smart, witty. Just loved it. And without a college degree, it's even better. Peter Armstrong, Dom, do you believe there was a lot of evil? I'm sorry, just skipped on me. Do you believe there was a lot of evil in the air last night? Charlie Kirk, the lady on the bus, and the school shooting. I believe they are related. I don't believe that, but evil, yes, there's a lot of evil out there, and it's only getting worse. It's getting worse. We're all examples for these kids, myself included. I'm going to speak on the 25th at a college. They invited me to a university. The professor saw me on social media, contacted me, say loved my energy, the way I acted, and I'm definitely going to bring this topic up to these kids because it has to stop. Politicians, you have to stop. You have to stop. You have to stop. You have to go back to, weren't you? I was brought up, respect other people's opinions. You might not agree, but respect it. If that's their values, accept it and respect it. You don't have to like it. It's not you. It's not your value. It's not your core. But other than that, when you put differences like that aside, political differences, you might like the person. You might have something in common in baseball, basketball, bowling, golf, or just anything. Anything. You might say, wow, you know what? Because we have different beliefs. Wow, I like him. I get along with him on the golf course or sporting events, whatever it may be. Car racing. You know, it's sad. Elsa K, Dom, everyone needs to look back at their grandparents or even great-grandparents and take some of their teachings and sense into this day and age. The world will be a better place. So true. But the thing is, this generation that's coming up now hasn't had that. You know why? There's no family values. because everything is fast food. There's no more dinner at night. Everybody sits at the dinner table discussing. It's this shit, and fast food. Fast food. So there's no more interaction. The gaming, no more interaction, no more kids on the street. So how could you go back to grandparents? The grandparents' theme is being destroyed right now in this day and age. By the next generation, it'll be non-existent. Yeah, grandparents will be there, but the values are gone. They're gone. You lose them throughout the ages, throughout time. You will lose them. Let me see. Andrew, thank you for the contribution. Dom, I'm on the outside looking in, being in Canada. I don't think I've ever seen America so divided, and the media on both sides are not helping, in my opinion. I just want to say, great channel, and always be safe. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. And I agree with you. The media is not helping. The media, I was brought up, media is supposed to be non-biased in the middle. But no, you have your left and you have your right media, and it's disgusting. And the politicians don't help. There was some governors that came on basically saying Charlie deserved it. Governors. Trump, if you have the power to get you need to do something. Do something. Because that's disgusting. When people in politics say, basically, Charlie Kirk deserved this. That's shocking. People, check out that video I put up in my link. It's in the link below. Hey, Cynthia, good to see you on. Thank you for coming on. Big E, today's people can't agree to disagree. That's the problem. I agree. I definitely agree with that. It's just, it's sad. It's sad. Blake Downing. What's up, everyone? Good to see you all. Work has had me busy. Good to see you, Don. Well, good to see you too, Blake. Thank you for coming on. Sam the Man, we got you. To our Lord, keep the faith. People, you have to keep the faith. Keep on moving. But we have to stop. We have to stop with this ugliness. We have to stop. It's disgusting. I know I was brought up better. Yet I strayed, but I came back. You know, if I did it, you people could do it, especially the younger generation. Come on, guys. Come on. Life is too short. Jason says the only time this country was more divided was during the Civil War years. That was really close to a complete breaking point. Yes, sir. Cynthia Dom, I just don't want to hear the sad details. It's too sad. Yeah, no, it is sad, Cynthia. It's sad, without a doubt. G says, you're right about that, Dom. I grew up in the boogie down Bronx on Tremont Avenue, and I remember if you missed, you got your ass beat. Oh, if you messed up, you got your ass beat. Listen, without a doubt, I got hit. I had 2 holes in my head throughout my childhood by my mother with the shoe. Boop, bam, blood coming out. Wiffle ball bat, hit with that. She tried everything, and then the wooden spoon. And then it came to the time, I think I was about 13, she went to hit me. I took the spoon, snapped it. I said, those days are over. You're not hitting me anymore. Stop. Enough. She looked at me and said, okay. But Step, thank you for the contribution. Appreciate it. Anthony Michael, we are just at a point of no return as a country. Yeah, but there is always hope. There's always chance. There's always return. We have to start with these politicians. Maybe to all go together, try to unite, respect, show the public, show these kids, teach these kids. You know what, guys? Use Charlie Kirk, Chris Cuomo, everybody out there, all the news media outlets, anybody who watches this little ass channel, go out there, and people, go on their channels, tell them what I said. We have to show everybody, use Charlie Kirk as joining together, as joining, as accepting. Use his tragedy, his assassination, as a point of, let's make peace. Let's make peace for the better of this country, for our kids, our grandkids, our great-grandkids that are going to be growing up. Let's make peace. Let's show them by example. Left and right, come together. Come together. News media outlets, left and right, come together, have some talks internally where you come together, draw the line. Draw a line in the sand, folks. Come on. Stop dividing. We become weak. Start uniting and use Charlie Kirk as an example. Use him as an example. That's what Charlie Kirk would have wanted. That's what this young man would have wanted. Uniting. Use his tragedy and let's make it a positive. Let's make it a positive. Let's show these kids. Let's teach them. Just because we have differences don't mean we can't respect one another. Doesn't mean we can't get along. Doesn't mean we can't find common ground. I heard yesterday there was a Democrat and a Republican. The Republican was speaking, Democrat, and they worked together. They even said it. I forgot their names. They turned around, they said, you know what? We don't always agree. We disagree on a lot of things. But we come together, we respect each other. And there's things we worked out. We met in the middle. So he needed extra time. She gave him the extra time to speak on the floor. That's what it's about, folks. That's what it's about. Working together. That's how you become a powerhouse of a country. That's how you become a powerhouse of society. It's sad. It's sad. But let's take this sadness and hopefully, and if I am governor, I checked with the lawyers today, so it's still pushing. I'm waiting on one more piece of paper so we could submit. I'm going to stop all this. I'm going to be damned if I let this state of Florida go to the toilet bowl like it's been going. Veterans, people that are impoverished, that are not doing well, the public school systems, the elderly, Medicaid, Medicare frauds, all the high prices with these surgeons, these accident injury attorneys, what they're doing. I'm going to fight against all that, all of that, without a doubt. It's going to stop. It's going to stop. Timothy O'Reilly, it's called divide and conquer. Yeah, but it needs to be divide, conquer, unite. So, happy Patriots Day, Dom. Never forget. Peter Armstrong, imagine what the enemies of the USA are thinking now. They're loving this. Absolutely. Well said, Peter. Absolutely. You know what, Vincent Mueller, with your words, I respect your opinion, but you're getting put in a timeout right now. In 10 minutes. So. I'm talking about uniting and you're being an asshole. Next time you're banned, you'll be blocked. Scully, Mario Cuomo and Chris Cuomo were good in New York. Are you delirious? Giuliana did more. Oh, Giuliani? Oh, you mean Giuliani did more for New York as a mayor than our prior and previous. Yeah, you know what? You had Ed Koch there too. Wasn't bad. But Mario Cuomo got caught up. Was it Mario? Ed Cuomo. The father was good. Yes. I think that was Ed Cuomo. Was it Ed? I know you have Mario now, the kids, Mario and Chris. Chris seems a really, really nice guy. Definitely a good guy. Mike says Chris Kirk was a great American patriot. He was killed for exercising his rights to freedom of speech under the First Amendment. May God be with Charlie's beautiful family, and may Charlie rest in peace. Absolutely, 1,000%. The justice we make, Kirk, whatever he believed or supported, had the right to speak his opinion. Sakali is wrong to blame teachers or others for the actions of scum. No, I blame teachers and others because we set an example for these kids. If this was a college kid, what is he, 18, 19 years old? Where is he getting all this from? Where's he getting it from? Do you hear the media, what they said? Did you hear what I said? Matthew Dowd, what he said? You want me to? Most diversive actions, or let's go back. This hate speech, saying Chris Kirk, hate speech. I always go back to hateful thoughts, go back to hateful words, which leads to hateful actions. That's what you're teaching our kids. That's what they're teaching the kids. What do you think teachers do too? Teachers in the classroom have to instill, you know what? Let's agree to disagree. Respect somebody's opinion. There's some of them that do, I'm sure, but there's a lot that don't. Because you have left and right. Or because I'm left, the right's wrong. Because I'm right, the left is wrong. Why can't we find common ground? So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So if it doesn't start with the older generation to the younger generation, how are they going to learn? How are they going to learn? Watching people in Congress fight, all the hate that goes on. Oh, they're wrong, they're crazy, they're evil. This is what you're telling these kids. So these kids are thinking in their mind, they're evil, I'm going to kill them. It's okay. Look what some of the people said here. And I'll quote, Charlie Kirk just got shot. One person said happy. They were happy about it. Another person, Charlie Kirk just got shot. That's good. Another person, Charlie Kirk got shot. To a girl, Charlie Kirk just got shot. Girl, someone had to do it. That's what this generation's about. Because a Christian guy who believes zero abortion, believes in protecting the borders, believes in Americans should come first. He deserves to die. He deserves to die. Wow. Somebody's teaching them wrong, brother. Somebody's teaching them wrong. They just don't pick that up like that. Blame parents for the scumbags and psychos they raised. I agree. The parents too are to blame. Parents teach it. And also public, social media. Do you realize what's going on? The justice we make, do you realize what's going on with social media? Do you agree with that? We shouldn't blame them at all. Don't blame the news outlets. Don't blame commentators like Matthew Dow for what he said. No, why should we? He's right. You know, we could spew out hate and talk in disgusting manners. It's just ridiculous at this point, really. Dennis says, how do we think about the state of Chicago, Labor Day weekend, over 60 shootings? What would you do as mayor or governor? What would I do? I agree. Bring the National Guards in. Bring them in. Bring them in. Clean it up. And they're not going in gangbusters. They're going in there just to show support. When you see law enforcement or National Guards on the street walking in bad areas, that stops people from doing illegal activities. And the ones that do, they get caught. Clean it up for a while. There's nothing wrong with it. There is nothing wrong with it. I'm sorry. Back in the day, when Giuliani was in office, number one, New York has a police force that's hands down loaded. I mean, loaded with police officers. There's no shortage up there at that time back in the day. I remember drug location parks. Excuse me. I went away. I came home from jail. The parks were all clean. And at the time before I went away in the 80s, you go to the park, there'd be 30, 40 people coming out with weed bags, coke stuff. I mean, loaded. I came back after coming home from jail. I'm like, what happened? Giuliani cleaned up that city. So it can be done. Can be done. But you need the law power behind it. G says, yo, Dom, you're absolutely right. It starts with the schools where they spoon feed these young youths the rhetoric, and then these young kids go off to college and get spooned a second time. Absolutely, it's just disgusting. Crazee, Joe, the media plants fear like a seed and waters it into hysterics. We need accountability, not chaos. Very well said. Dennis, hey, do you think about the state of Chicago Labor Day week? Okay, just read that. Sorry about that. Bookie book. Free speech works both ways, no matter what. Absolutely. Jeff, I think Charlie Kirk is going to be like I have no idea. Think about it. Jonathan Dom, not to get off topic, but is a sit down with Hootie still going to happen? Hootie's in New York, so hopefully he's going to enjoy Joey's cheesesteak at the San Gennaro feast. Joe Barone, good to see you, my brother. Love you. Yes, I soon will be doing a show live again. It will be posted. Folks, go to Joe Barone. He has the Goodfella podcast. Check him out. Joe's going to be hopefully my neighbor down here in Florida, so we'll see. Tony says, Big Arms, thank you for responding to my message. I apologize. I never say hello to you. I'm glad to talk to you. Any chance? My name, Antonio. Good to meet you. Finally, LOL. Excuse me, folks. Leslie, hey, Dom. If you're reading my comments, I just wanted to know if John Gotti Sr. and Vinny B were friends. I don't think Vinny ever met John. I don't think they ever met. But they would have been besties without a doubt, definitely. The two of them gambling together, oh my Lord, they would have loved each other. Sam the Man Dom, if you're still in the life and found these shooters, would you turn on them to take care of it yourself? Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what? Yesterday I was so enraged. If I was there and I saw the shoot, I would have taken him out. Even though I changed my life now, I would have taken him out. That's how enraged I was yesterday. I was fuming beyond fuming. Even today, all day. Just I wasn't even home. I was just driving around. Brought my computer. Like I just have to get out. Tony says, "Hey Joe, how are you, brother?" Joe's doing great. So. Biggie, the media and today's politicians are a lot alike. A mob internal war. They all want the power. Yeah, but they all can't have the power. That's the difference. So, Drew says, a very large portion of the left generally will never meet in the middle. Some will, but unfortunately, not the majority, at least here in the UK. But you know what, Drew? At least it's a start. One block at a time. Eventually, that house will be constructed. Nicholas, Joe, I believe you from Grays. The place is definitely Grays. I believe you were friends with my ex, Alex. Big Arms. Tony Dom's email is, thank you, Big Arms. Appreciate it. Okay, people, on another note, go to the email dom@domsacali.com. It's in the link below. It's easy, dom@domsacali.com. The matching program is there. Click on it, fill out all the information, put yes, comply with the terms and conditions, and we're going to start dropping coins, sending it out. So the matching program is there. Our game Rise to Power is out. Download free gaming app. It's on Apple. Android should be out either tomorrow or sometime in the middle of next week. We're just waiting on the approval from Android. So we're getting moving. We're moving forward, folks. Giant Privilone, best family on social media right here. You know it. This is the family. Official Crypto Nostra, folks. And then next Wednesday, I'm bringing Benny on. We're going to talk about Official Crypto Nostra, what we're doing, what's coming out, some of the influences. We can't tell everything, but we're going to bring it out. So people start buying coin, and you don't have to buy much. Buy $10, $20 worth. Put it aside. Save it. You don't need much, because eventually we are going to be on the moon, without a doubt. Everyone, remember to tell your loved ones that you love them tonight. From Sam the Man. Yep, very good. Nicholas, what's going on with the pizza in Jensen Beach? You could ask Benny. Benny will be on. So Benny will be on Wednesday. Ask him directly. Philly 1, yo, Dom, I felt the same way as you. I was so mad. Do you think Hootie will show up at the San Gennaro feast and confront them? Listen, I hope Hootie doesn't confront anybody. If he goes to the San Gennaro feast, he should just go try to buy a cheesesteak, and that's it. You don't have to have a situation. You know what? We see two different views. One guy's a rat, the other guy's a stand-up guy. So why start a fight? So Step says, I started my OCN each month. I will buy. Well, thank you. Thank you. We are going to grow. We're building. We have our gaming app coming out. The gaming app is out already, Rise to Power. Go download it. As you're playing the game, you're mining coins. They're your coins to keep. Do whatever you want with it. McGraw, Dom, did you ever know any made guys from Cleveland? Only in jail. I think it was Tony Libator. I met. He was an old timer. Really good guy. Joe G. OMG, stop it. Half of the New York police will be there and nothing happens. That might be nowadays. Back in the day, they when they went. Nicholas, well, I'm not selling my OCN. I got 7 years to retirement. Make me proud. Nicholas, you know what? I just had a conversation with somebody today. And everybody wants to better us. And I'm always open to listen. So I was listening to this person. And they're telling me, well, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this. So I told the person, listen, you have X invested. I have middle 6 figures. We're closing in on over $400,000 invested into this. And I'm constantly building. We're doing the gambling site, the casino. That's all coming out of my pocket. We're coming out. I just spoke with somebody today, might be doing another app that's coming out of my pocket. That doesn't come out of the coin. So I keep on enhancing. And folks, like I told them, well, Dom, you should lock the coins. Why am I going to lock the coins? For what reason? I don't want to lock the coins because here's what it does. At the end of the day, when you lock it and say the coins come off a lock in December, everybody starts selling in November thinking, oh, these coins are going to be unlocked. They're going to start selling. I'm not doing that. And folks, like I told the person, we were almost at a penny. I haven't sold anything. I haven't sold company coins. I haven't sold personal coins we bought. I have coins personally. Didn't sell it. I could have sold it. Wouldn't sell it. So I'm not in it for short term. I'm long term. So don't worry. We are going to go to the moon. That you can bank on. Craig, Dom, I had a call come in and missed 10 minutes, but Yuri must explained how they are infiltrating our colleges and the liberal professors are helping dumb down our youth. Well, whatever it is, it just needs to stop. We have to start, we have to just start accepting people working together. Cynthia too. Hey, Cynthia. I know that Cynthia is. Cynthia's a toughie. Gotta give it to her, and I love you, Cynthia. Thank you. Cynthia says, Dom, is it possible for you to talk to Gene and Hootie to get them to quit attacking Joey's wife? They're grown men slandering an innocent woman. You know what? When I do go down there, I'll bring it to a head. Nicholas. Well, I got 388,000 coins. They had money. They had the money right now. I would invest another 1,000. But unfortunately, listen, thank you. Thank you, Nicholas. You don't have to. Don't worry about it. It's good. It's all right. We're going to build. We're going to build. I'm throwing a lot of money into this. Joe Barone says, good night, everyone. Thank you, Dominic. Another great show. Love you, brother. And we'll see you soon. Love you too, Joe. And people, don't forget, go to the Goodfellow Podcast. Check out Joe Barone. The Justice We Make. Mr. Sicali, are you able to disclose which university event you're speaking at? My advice is to please require that they provide security for you as part of your agreement. I'm not going to disclose it because I'm all right, but thank you for that, The Justice We Make. I don't need security. When my time is up, my time is up. No matter if I have security, if I don't have security. And that's it. So there's going to be news media out there, local news media where I'm going. So we'll see. We'll see. But definitely bringing Charlie Kirk up at the event. So I want to hear what these kids have to say, without a doubt. OCN driving service, Dom. Thank you. Thank you. People, we're going to start wrapping it up. Tommy says, George's Diner, this quality. Yep, George's Diner is still there. But it's funny how, what was it? The donut shop across the street that's not there anymore. JP Dom, or the Justice We Make with Scale. Okay, I read that. People, good night. Cynthia, good night. Big Arms, Anthony Michael, Philly. Yes, we're going for governor, Philly. Gulf, Gulf. Cynthia, John Haas, good night. Wise Guy, good night. People, much love and respect. Thank you. And let's start respecting each other's views, especially in this political climate. Life is too short. And please, prayers and thoughts to Charlie Kirk's family, his loved ones. May he rest in peace. That he's looking over us. And politicians, Chris Cuomo, thank you for doing an excellent job on your commentary. And all you politicians out there, let's get together. Let's show these kids. Let's make a difference. Let's show them, you know what, just because we have different views, different opinions, we can all still work together and respect each other as human beings. Everybody, peace out. Much love. Dom, please say happy birthday. Wise Guy, happy birthday. Sorry about that. Everybody, good night. Much love and respect. And our victims of 9/11, their family and friends, say a prayer. Good night.